What's up guys, Abod here and this is Whilelab YouTube channel, and here we are with the first episode of Let's Solve Subscribe Challenges, your challenges guys. So in one of the videos of Hacker Rank challenges, Ep0, okay, his name is Ep0 on YouTube, suggested a challenge and he asked me to solve it. So I decided to create a new playlist or series, and I'm going to solve your challenges. So if you have a challenge, drop it down below in the comment section, and hopefully soon enough I'm going to create a video on it and solve it. So let's see what Ep0 challenge is. So his challenge is we will be given a matrix, okay, and this matrix will be a square matrix, okay, so it would be n multiplied by n, so it may be 3 by 3, 2 by 2, 4 by 4, whatever. The idea is that we will get the first diagonal and the second diagonal and multiply the smallest number of each diagonal. What diagonal means is this going from the top left to the bottom right and from the top right to the bottom left, 45 angle, okay. So we will get the first diagonal will be 22 and 9 and 3. The second diagonal will be 5, 9 and 12, and then we find the smallest number. Yeah, just by the way, in his comment this was 1. I was just playing and changed it to 1. So first thing is we want to create two lists, okay. The first list would be the left diagonal, or we call it primary diagonal. The second we call it secondary diagonal. Okay, so let's call it left and okay, left diagonal would be a list, right diagonal would be a list. Okay, so the left diagonal would represent this going from left to bottom right, and the right diagonal would be going from top right to bottom left. Right diagonal, okay. Refactoring Abod is not installed. No, I don't want to install it, and I close this. Okay, so now we want to go, so I'll create two counters because we are going to loop one loop and we want to get all the numbers of those diagonals. So what we will do is go for I in the range of the length of the array, which is this array, this our matrix, and here I will create, let's call it left counter, it would be 0, right counter, and it would be the length of the array minus 1. Why is that? Because our right counter, which is going from here, we want to start at the end of the list and decreasing by 1, so we'll start at this number and going lower and lower up to the end of the list, which is the length of the array. And for the left counter we want to start at 0 and keep increasing by 1. So then here what we will do is first in the left diagonal, okay, left diagonal, we'll append array, okay, and we will index the first thing we want to index, okay. So we will start here. This considered index 0, okay, of the array. So this list, the first row is index 0, the first number is index 0, so we should start at 0, 0, or in other words, since we have the left counter as 0 and 0, we'll do it left counter and left counter. Good. Now in the right diagonal we want to append the array, but we want to start from right to left, and since we're gonna start here, so we want to start at 0, okay, and we want to start at 0 in the terms of the row, but we want to start at 2, index 2 in terms of the column, so we want to start here. So what do we have? 2. We have our right counter. Why is it 2? Because the length of the array is 3, and we said here right counter equals the length of the array minus 1, so it would be 2. So we want to access the first row, which is left counter, and access the number from the right counter. Then what we want to do is the left counter, increase it by 1, and the right counter, decrease it by 1. So in the second loop, when it would loop again, it would come here for the both. Now at this point both would be 1, because this was 2, it would be decreased to 1, and this was 0, it would be increased to 1. So both will get the 9, which is exactly what we want, and so on. So now, to make sure that we got this right, I will print the right diagonal and the left diagonal, and save. Let's run the code. Yeah, as you can see, we printed the right diagonal, which is 1, 9 and 12, as you can see here, 1, 9 and 12, and the left diagonal 22, 9 and 3, which is 22, 9 and 3. Now the question that Tech Info asked is, or the requirements is to get the multiplication of the minimum number. So how do we get the lowest number in a list? We pass the list to the minimum, or the min function. That's the first thing. Okay, so we pass this here and here, and then what we want to do is multiply them. So instead of this, we're going to just use the star sample. Now this should do it. Let's save, run the code, and voila, we got 3, which is exactly what we want. To make sure we got this right, I do a couple of testing in front of you. So first thing we can try is increase this matrix to be 4 by 4. Okay, so it would be something like this, and here we add a few random numbers. Okay, so now in this scenario, the right diagonal should be 8, 5, 4, and 12. The left diagonal would be 22, 9, 3, and 7. I'm not sure if this would work, but let us try. I suppose it. Okay, let's go. Okay, 12. Let's confirm that. So what is the lowest number here? We have 3. What is the lowest number here? We have 4. 3 by 4 is 12. So we're good, guys. We're good. So let's try and change maybe this to be 6. So now in this left diagonal, the last number would be 6, and the right diagonal, the lower number would be 4. So this, if we run it, this should give us, okay, 6 multiplied by 4 should give us 24. Let's run the code and confirm. We got 24. That's it. Hope I've answered your question, Tech Info, and hope you've enjoyed hope you've enjoyed the video. Make sure to drop a challenge in the comment section, so hopefully I will do a lot of videos very soon based on your challenges. So yeah, that's it for this video, and see you in the next one. Peace out.